Bought a bag full. Christen them all Briggs.
Sounds like voodoo.
I live in hopes.
These shelves look fit to hold the All England law reports.
The law will not set one clod-hopping boot or a clammy hand in this place. It is a shrine to higher things.
Such as?
You name it, it's higher.
James, aren't you going to appeal?
On what? Briggs found against me on fact. That leaves very little room for manoeuvre. I shouldn't have lost my temper with him. I should have done that to the bastard.
Losing your temper could have been a very clever tactic. If a judge is giving you a hard time and you hit back, he's going to be doubly careful to be fair in summing up. Otherwise, if you do appeal...
Mr. Justice Briggs' horrible face wouldn't be seen for egg, but he was fair, legally, the crafty old sod. He completely sidestepped the issue we fell out on.
Discounting Gibbons' evidence?
Well, at least saying he didn't. There was no way that I could prove him a liar. Anyway, still that poor bastard with a broken back who pays 23,000 quid. That's what he ended up with. 23,000 quid to last him the rest of his life. And I turned down 30. You always said I never knew when to settle. My God, what a farce! We take people's money, we give advice, we mumble reassuringly about statutes they never heard of and we only half understand ourselves. And worse than politicians, they make promises and break them. We advertise divine justice and deliver compromise, defeat, disgrace, disaster, bankruptcy. Everything except the one thing we're supposed to be about. Justice. That made me laugh. It's a lottery. A Briggs or a Dunbar. You pays your money and good luck.
All very interesting, James. Now, tell me what's really worrying you.
Harriet, you are marvellous. And you haven't said, I told you so, not once.
It was your case, James. You handled it the way you thought best.
Yes, and if you'd been handling it, Bob Graham would be a happier man this weekend.
Not necessarily. Now, if he'd had a different judge...
Do you remember? I once told you I might just chuck it one of these days. On a day like today, when it and I make me feel sick.
Yes, I remember. It was here. When you told me you were thinking of buying the place.
I don't think you believed me, did you?
I don't think I passed an opinion.
What's that?
Present from Bill.
Frankly, I would prefer a heavy cold.
Not when you've seen the fee.
Whatever it is, it's more than I'm worth.
Well, I'll leave it anyway. James, the other reason I came over was to take you out to lunch with Ian and some friends. You like them?
Ah, thank you, Harry. That's very kind of you, but I've got a lot to do. I mean, I've got to do something about these shelves, and there's this painting.
Leave it.
Honestly, I'll be all right.
I just don't want you sitting here brooding on your own.
I promise you I will be all right. Really, I'm used to it. Us bachelors spend...
Darling, I'm back. I put the stuff in the kitchen.
Staff problems. You simply can't get a decent housekeeper.
I hope she's good at painting.
She's a dab hand with a spot of emulsion. Harriet, thank you for coming. That was very kind.
Part of the service.
I'll read the,
Will you show me around before I go?
Yes, of course. Let's start downstairs. Hey, listen.
Yes?
I found these marvellous local builders.
Really?
They're known for building, but they make terrific tea. Really? No,